everyone, Leslie here from Team Filofax, just coming to give you a view, a tour, and a walkthrough of my pocket size Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebook in the Mr.Darcy leather. This is the deluxe edition. One thing I could say is this leather is absolutely gorgeous. If you can hear, you can hear the leather. You can see it has a sheen to it. It does mark up easy. All those little scratches are from me picking it up with, with my nails when I, go to pick it up, my nails scratch at it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, show you what's on the inside. This is the deluxe edition. So it does come with pockets. You have two credit card pockets, two credit card size pockets, and then you have a full pocket. These pockets are so flexible. You can really, fit a lot of stuff in there. I carry some money, my driver's license, and some stickers. The first insert I have, and with the Chic Sparrows, it does have 4 elastics. So I, as of right now, have 5 books in here and a zipper pocket, and it fits perfectly. The first one I just made and laminated this little cover. It's just grid paper that I cut down to size, which is field note size, 3.5 by 11. I cut it down, trimmed it, and I stapled it in the middle. And when this book is filled, I'll just slip it out and stick another book in there. This cover will stay, it's not attached. This is a brain dump, a note section, anything I want to keep in mind. Here I have my mini distress inks, my Copics I have and want, and Prismas and pencils and stuff like that. And that's what I keep listed in that booklet. Next is a Midori passport size zipper pocket. And in here I just have some sticky flags and some post-it notes. And this insert, this is the back half of that zipper pocket. It's just a credit card slot that I keep some credit cards in. That wraps around my month on 2 pages. And this is by DIY Fish. And what the inserts have, I'll see if I can focus and go in a little bit better. It's a month on 2 pages. And what I do here is I just list appointments and I color code them. And then I have arrows to tell, what bills I have due. Green, red is birthdays. Light green hearts are for my youngest son. The blue hearts are for my oldest. Pink are for my daughter. And orange is for everybody. So that's what we have in this insert. This is for all forward planning. I don't keep any, I don't want to say weekly activities. My son has lacrosse practice every day after school. That's not listed here. When he has a game, I'll have it listed here. And what I also do put for his games is I'll put an H if it's a home game or an away if it's an away game. Just so I have, some information listed there with me. Now the next insert, once again, I made one of those little laminated covers. It's just scrap paper cut down to size, laminated, and that I have wrapped around my inserts. Now the inserts that I am using are the DIY Fish. They are a day on a page, field note size, which is very important because she does have the, I think the smaller passport size for Traveler's Notebook, and there is a difference. So you would want the field note size inserts. Now, I went from using a personal Filofax with the So Much Crafting inserts, and I can tell you everything fits in here. And I'm going to show you how. When I was using the So Much Crafting inserts, I was using a week on 1 page with the grid inserts. So it's a week on 1 page with grid. And then I was using the on the menu for my meal planning. I was using the task list for my task lists. And then I was using the daily pages for like more in-depth information. So what I have here is the weekly pullout, which comes with the DIY fish, and this is acting as my week on a page. Just what appointments I have, what birthdays I have, what I need to pay. Everything's color-coded with my hearts. And just for the hearts, I use the, they're new, the Paper Mate Ink Joy Gel pens. They're amazing. I love them. I write regularly in a Pilot G2 Navy .07, and I just color code with the Ink Joy gels. So this takes care, and this is equivalent to my week on a page. Now the next section is your weekly chart, which I am using this for my AM routine and my PM routine, which is the same exact thing as my daily task insert. Then I have my dinner, my menu planning, and this is the same as my on the menu. Now, this fold out on the back side is just plain grid. This is where I keep my shopping list for the week, which is the back of the on the menu insert. So I have that here as well. Then over on this page, I use this as I was using my blank grid page from the week on one page with grid. I keep some to-dos that I know I have to get done this week, but not on a specific day. I have who I need to call, where I need to go, and what bills are due. And then it takes me right into, I don't think I have anything here, it takes me right into my day on a page. Now, it does have a top section for your weather, which I still use my cute little stickers from Sweet Kawaii Designs. It has my appointments down the side, and this is where I can color code who has what, and I add in more detail. So, for example, my son has a lacrosse game. I'll put the time and where it is and color code who it's for. So this is where I'm going to go into detail any appointments and plan out my day there. This section here, sorry, I'm holding my iPad. This section here is for to-dos, and this top section is for any notes that I might have. You know, if it was a birthday, where we went. Now, if I run out of room for notes, I'll just stick it somewhere on the right side. But I have plenty of room for everything that I really need to get done with these inserts. Okay, the end of the week, I come to the next week, you have a blank page, you pull out, and then it starts all over again. Now, I only have 1 month listed in here. At the end of the month, you have a blank graph sheet, or I believe you have two. You get a few, or one or two, and this is where any forward planning, if I needed to jot down a note, I would write it here. But I haven't come across the need for that yet. Now, my next section is my journaling section. And what I do on this one elastic, I have two inserts. I have my journal, and then I have, you can see them here, I have my journal, and then I have a yellow paper house lined that I keep my personal information listed in there. And when I mean personal information, I have my name, my address, my phone number, my email, my social security, my insurance information. I have, for my children, I have their school information. I have their social security information. I have their birthdays. I have their pediatrician information. I have my doctor information. I have my dentist information. I have birthdays and anniversaries. I have, and what I did, let me see if I can show you really quick. I also kept, for the birthdays and anniversaries, let me see, here we go. For birthdays and anniversaries, I just took a page, split it into thirds, and wrote everybody's birthdays and anniversaries. I wrote everything in myself. Let me just get to a page here that you don't want to see any fun stuff. For my billing, what I did was I have the month, the year, and then this is where I'm going to list the name of the bill, the date it's due, the amount it's due, and when I paid it. And so this I'll have August 2016. On the back, I'm going to put August 2017. So this way I'll get 2 years out of this. I also do have some contacts after the billing section listed here. And what I did was I cut down one of the So Much Crafting inserts, the books to read, and I just glued it with the tape runner right onto the back. And I'm keeping track of any books that I want to read in there. Now, for my journaling, and this is great. This is all the information that was in my note sections, in my Filofax, in my personal information section in my Filofax, and it's just in one notebook. And like I said, it's a yellow paper house. You can get a field notes notebook. You can have a Moleskine notebook. It's that 3.5 by 11 size. They will all fit in here. And that's all you need. Now this back pocket, I have just some coupons listed back there. Once again, very generous. The give of the leather. You can really stuff a lot of, bits and bobs in there. And also what comes with the deluxe is a stitched in pen loop. I just keep my Pilot G2 in there because that's mostly the pen that I write with. Now the last thing I wanted to just show you is my journal that I've been playing around with. Use a lot of distress stains, washi tape. I go ahead and I decorate a few pages at a time, so this way when I just feel like sitting down I can. I have some photos with some tip-ins that I printed out on a little, this one I just glued in. I started journaling and then something came up. Another tip-in. So it's just journaling that I'm doing, getting thoughts. And you know what? I feel great doing it. I haven't journaled in so long and I'm really enjoying it. This insert is a Midori regular narrow size insert that I just cut down. I traced 3.5 by 5.5, cut it with a ruler and an X-Acto knife and slid it right in here. The paper works really well. You could try a field notes with the blank pages. I'm just not sure. I personally haven't tried it. How it works, reacts with like distress stains and some watercolors, because I have some watercolors here. And you can see it really doesn't, that's like a pretty deep purple, and it really doesn't bleed through it all. These are some watercolors that I tried with the Inktense pencils, and no bleed through. So I love this Midori paper. So I bought them on Jet Pens for $5.50 and cut them down. It does drive me a little crazy to cut it down, but I'm using the excess piece that I cut off the top as like a sample booklet. Like I test out different mediums and pens and stuff on the paper and see how it reacts, and almost like a swatch guide to see how the colors come out on the paper. So that is basically it. A quick little tour of my new Mr. Darcy. I have to tell you, I am so in love with this. The size is perfect. Like, I have my license, I have some money, I just pick up and go, and I'm in love. Part of the reason I got it, because you can see I named it Pemberley, part of the reason I got it is I love Pride and Prejudice. I'm obsessed with it. And I just had to get it for the name Mr. Darcy. And I'm so glad I did, because I am so obsessed with this little booklet. And so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped you out. Once again, the inserts that I use for my planning is DIY Fish on Etsy, and also this is from my Mr. Darcy Traveler's Notebook. Is from Chic Sparrow at chicsparrow.com. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, you can just send me a message, or you can come see me on Instagram at Team Filofax. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye-bye.